Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Authentic Info Podcast. I'm your host, Admas and the Jog. Now, Jub handed himself to the police and we saw him granted bail of 10,000 rand, if I'm not mistaken. This comes after his ex, Mother Du-Pont, decided to speak out and open a case of rape, of assault, and things like that. Against the popular Moja Love presenter, Jub-jub. We know him very well as an artist, as an ex-con, and as a presenter of Jola 99. Now, he handed himself over. He was granted bail. And now we understand that if one commits a crime, no matter how long it takes for the crime to be reported, no matter how long it takes for this information to arrive in the ears of the state, no matter how long it takes for this person, for people to raise suspicions against this perpetrator and end up arresting them, no matter how long that all takes or all it takes, we know that this person must face, the might of the law, and they have to be proven, beyond reasonable doubt that indeed they've committed such a crime. But in the case of, Jub-jub trying to put some analysis, I think Amanda Du-Pont just seeks relevance. And in this case, she have had more opportunities to speak out. She have had more opportunities to open a case and lay charges against Jub-jub before he was even arrested. But what is it that made her to open a case against Jub-jub now? Because these slay queens, they are somehow, inhuman, unfair to their sponsors. We saw an interview of Jub-jub at Podcast and Chill, where he spoke against Khumalo. Khumalo has never opened a case against Jub-jub. He spoke against Amanda Du-Pont. He gave information which I also thought was very reckless. She never opened any case. But today she opens a case against Jub-jub, saying that it's high time that she speaks and it's high time that she lay charges against him of rape and serious charges. And I think my question is, why now? We saw TolAssMo speaking about, his life and what he's going through at Wow What a Week, which is a podcast, run by DJ Fresh. He says that sometimes he had to imagine someone else while he was having sex with his wife because of the trauma that is suffered because there's a slay queen who laid charges on him and it affected his career. He was out. And the charges, were later dropped, but it was after 15 years. I think they met 15 years ago, and then she came to, after 15 years, if not, 15 or 10 years, and then she later came to lay charges while he was on the peak of his career. What is it that she benefits? And when these ladies start, after laying charges, they start getting gigs. They start getting interviews to speak about these things. So, is it something that these ladies are going to use against a black child who succeeds? So now we have to keep evidence if you want to sleep with a person who you call a partner. That person can destroy you later if they are not part of your life, and then you are succeeding. We have seen this with Sjava. There's that case of Sjava and Lady Zamar. Then she later came to say she wanted his attention. But She nearly destroyed Sjava's career. But when are we as gents sitting to speak about these issues? Because these ladies are here to destroy us. And you don't owe a woman anything. You don't owe your girlfriend or your ex anything. But do we have, let's say you want to have sex with your woman now. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe she's going to use that day against you in the future. Do we have to record ourselves now? Do we have to sit with contracts? We want to have sex, then we must sign. So that that day is not used against you in the future, accusing you of rape. And then even if they have no proof, for as long as they lay charges, you're going to lose everything. Everyone will be against you. Cancel culture will be on top of your head. All the sponsors are going to withdraw until you are proven not guilty, until the charges are dropped. By that time, you have lost everything: your house, your children, move from Kuro to the lowest affordable private school or even to a public school because of sex that you had with someone who you had agreement with or who was your lover 15 years ago. They come to say, no, this gentleman is doing good. Let me take him down. And even us, as Zamar, we have to be careful of these slay queens because they are of no good. TolAssMo, we saw even, I think, Tiko Modise. We saw, and it affects performance of these guys. When they are in their peak, it is when that their ex comes to say, he's not paying Papgeld, I want 40,000 a month. For what? We saw this with Black Coffee and Klembal. She wanted a lot of money, 60K a month. For what? He is not paying lights. By the time Black Coffee is overseas, man, he's doing good. She wants to drag him down. Why? We speak about someone who was this guy's wife for so many years. And then after that, there are stories. I mean, imagine what this means to the career of Jub-jub. He's back in court, granted bail. Even if this woman can drop those charges, she's done with him. He has to start over. He has to start over. So it's bad. Imagine the son of Jub-jub and Khumalo, what that boy is going through. Khumalo is his name is on the case of Senzo Meyu every day. Khumalo must come and testify. Khumalo might be an accused. Khumalo this, Khumalo that. That person has a son with Jub-jub. Jub-jub now is back at court. So both the parents are on social media. Both the parents are topics of the day every day. And this child is supposed to cope in school. This child is supposed to socialize and be normal. While this child is surrounded by parents who have dark clouds in their heads, by parents who are not spoken good of. It's bad. So I'm going to follow on the Jub-jub case and see where it all takes, which direction it takes and things like that. But it's bad. Bad timing. She was supposed to report this thing as fresh as it was. I mean, she have had so many people sleeping with her after Jub-jub. There's no way that you can say it's traumatic. She's thinking about it every day. She's been slaying. She has been giving a pussy to almost everyone in the industry. Casper, a lot of celebrities, young and old. But today she comes and say Jub-jub Rape there. When? Come on, guys. This is unfair to gents, and it's very dangerous. Because when you succeed, now you have to hide because your ex might come and say you once raped her. How do you rape your girlfriend? How do you rape your wife? This is unfair, and it comes at a time where it teaches us to be careful of the people we live with, to be careful of these people who call girlfriends or wives. Because if they are not strong, if they are weak, our enemies are going to use them to destroy us. This is Authentic Info Podcast. I'm your host, Admar Sandile Chauke. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you.